Hello everyone, welcome back to some more Lichess. I've not done any warm-up. So let's see how good we can do today. Oh, you can queue up as white or black. I think that. Join the game classical. Oh wow, 25 plus, 40 plus. That's someone that really likes taking their time. I gotta respect it. I don't know if I could focus on a game for more than 10 minutes though. I think if I had 40 minutes, I'd just overanalyze. Yeah. Alright, what is this now? You trying to be a trickster? You know, it'd be kind of an interesting trade. Takes with knight, takes with queen. If I really wanted to be cheeky, I could put them in check here. That would actually be kind of interesting. No, they would just develop the bishop, which is not too exciting. I could try pushing the knight. Maybe trying to cheese him here. No, then they would just push pawn. Let's just develop the bishop, leave the queen out for a sec. Okay, they backed up that. Let's see if we can force a queen trade. You have to say yes here. Okay, now I have an idea. Push with bishop. Okay, this is interesting. Because they can't take because they're under attack, but they also can't. They could take with pawn. But now their king side is all sorts of messed up. So how do I capitalize off that? I could threaten it. Yeah, the knight's not in any danger. Let's just threaten this. Instead of taking the early trade. And then we can queen's castle if they threaten with bishop. Okay, interesting. Oh, I have an idea. I can win a pawn out of this, because if they don't protect the rook with the queen, then they lose the rook. But if they do, then I get a pawn. Either way, I get a pawn here. I don't know how I can send my queen any backup from this position. Oh, I could push bishop up here attacking that. Yeah. That's the schmove. They can defend with bishop. But if that's the case, I think I would just take. Ooh, or I could fork actually. Put the bishop right there. No, that's a fake fork because the pawn is pinned. The knight, no, that won't be it. This is a tricky spot. Still not sure what the best place to attack is. Okay, I can't put you in check again. Can't take the pawn, it's defended by the queen. Yeah, I think I have to let this pawn be taken. You have a very interesting move here, which is just pushing the pawn again. I don't know if you'll see that, though. Okay, cool. Now I just castle along so that the rook gets movement. If I play my cards right, I can pin the queen to the king. They might try to do a battery with this queen. Okay, what's that attacking? It's not really attacking, honestly. I can move the knight up now. Right, that leaves that undefended. Unfortunately, I can't put them in check like that. Although, here's an idea. They have to take with this pawn. They either take with the pawn and let their queen be pinned, or they don't. And I don't think either one works well for them. Yeah, okay, sweet. Interesting deflection. Keep on the offense with a pawn push, maybe? I'm trying to get something on the diagonal here. I could abandon the pawn. Oh, there's an idea. Abandon the pawn to get a pawn and check. And now the king's in a really rough spot. Nice. There's got to be some way to get mate out of this that I'm just not seeing yet. For now, I really like where my queen is. And they can't get me out of where I am. I think this just lets me get my king out of danger. They could back up the pawn. Okay, what's that threatening? I don't think that's actually threatening anything. What is the point of that move? Moving the pawn up? I see a check, I just don't see how it helps me yet. I should have moved the rook, that way the king would be more trapped. So it's the light square that's being attacked here. If they battery, I can just battery. Actually, no, if they battery, I have a check fork. Honestly, the best move is probably bring the bishop down and attack the knight. Here comes Kirby to meet a knight to protect, because he's attacked by King TDD. I don't really get what they're angling for here. Just gonna get out of danger. If queen chases, I just move up more. They're not threatening that pawn. If they want to threaten a pawn, they just have to move the queen left. Or the rook down, but I guess that would kill the rook. All my pieces are on light squares, so their bishop isn't doing much good. Okay, why would they do that? Because when I move it, it also attacks the rook. It's because they want to get the dark square bishop down. No, even if they check there, it's still defended because my queen walks this line, even if they take that. Oh, I see. So it trades both rooks. I think I'm okay with that. I was kind of hoping that they wouldn't see that, but that's alright. Just take the pawn. That's like your only move. That was good though. I didn't see that the queen was attacking my rook. Just take the pawn. It's free. Trying to get a mate out of this. Oh, they could pin the pawn to the thing. Now there would be an interesting move. Might be able to actually go on the offensive here. I think I have to take this very juicy move. No matter what happens, they get a pawn here. So I think I just get my king out of danger. To keep that defender up. Can't schmove that one because of the check. Check on them and then go for the isolated. I can't protect it with queen. Oh, if takes, I'm in check. Alright, I'll offer up the queen. So go bishop to a3. Too slow to follow. Yeah, that was GG for a while. I didn't really have a way of fixing that. This new 1-2-3-4 is a pretty good opponent here. I don't think he made any blunders. Oh no, cancelled. The d4 opening is too scary, I understand. Less than 1500 Rapid Arena. I think it would be really funny if one of those GMs. Oh, there's a puzzle today. If like a GM just hung their queen and the other GM didn't notice. That has to have happened at least once. Let's do this one. There's an interesting situation where you actually take the pawn and then they take, but I don't know how to play that, so I'm just not gonna bother. You know what I could do that's a bit interesting? Push the queen there and then push the knight and it's not takeable? No, they have a bishop. That plan was pretty bad anyways. Do I take here? I don't know if I take here. Let's just do it. Oh, I can't drag my queen there. The knight is there. Knights are not bishops. It's kind of early to castle. Nice. I'm gonna guess knight to this space to attack the pawn. So my gut reaction here is take bishop, put in check. After queen takes, I'm in a bit of a weird position though. So maybe falling back is the right move here. I was thinking danger levels, push pawn, but that has like 3 attackers. You know, let's just do it. Oh, they took with the other thing. That'll sort of box in the knight a little bit. Pretty deadly x-ray there. Oh, you weren't even going for the knight. You were going for the pawn. Okay, if I went on the offensive, pushed the knight, tried to take the isolated pawn, how bad would that be? Yeah, I think going on the offensive is the best move, because the next move is to take this pawn, fork both rooks. And I don't think I have a way of defending that, aside from just dragging the knight back, which is... would cut off this pawn from being seen by the rook. Now I really hope they don't lift the g-pawn, that would hurt me so much. That would be a rough situation. Now I have the very devious move, which is just this. Can't say, I didn't expect it. Let's bring the knight up some more. I think I have to commit since the queen's in here. If I push up, where would you move the knight to be annoying? You would move it right there. Oh, or you could move it right there like that. That would be pretty threatening. I think the fastest way to deal with this threat is to just trade rooks. Because normally this would be terrible, but... And if they attack with the knight, I can just take. And then they can't take because it's pinned. Alright, nice. I can't take their rook, so I have to take this rook. They could just drop the queen, which would be annoying, but I think I would still just take the rook because it's check. And I also still have the knight to back me up here. Now what they want to do is fork the king and the rook, but I can protect the rook still. This knight is annoying, huh? I'm threatening mate in 2, by the way. I thought my queen would end up being trapped, but now it's kind of your queen that's trapped. Don't see it, don't see it, don't see it, don't see it, don't see it. No! Damn it. I gotta give respect. That was good shit. That was some good shit. I missed a move? Yeah, probably. Wonder what move I missed. Alright, do I want to take here? I don't think I do, actually. The knight isn't threatening anything. I want to keep my knight alive so I can try to still get a good mate. And their knight is actually trapped now that I think about it. It has nowhere to move, so they have to protect it with the queen. I still have my pawn. Oh, I know what they're gonna do. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. I was thinking they would take the pawn, but yeah, that makes way more sense. Okay, bye-bye, queen. I will miss you. It's still a fork, though. Yeah. So all these free pawns over here. Monk S. Oh, I see the point of this. You have to move king now. I know I suck. I should be doing something better than taking the extra queen. But it's alright. You're not gonna stalemate yourself, right? I don't know what that noise was about. Let's just get you out of the way. No, it's a draw? What? Wait, how did it draw? Oh my god, the diagonals. That was... I just wanted the knight out of the way. The knight was sitting there, man. The knight was just sitting there in the way. And then I stalemated because I forgot about the diagonals. I should have just taken rooks. I was trying to set up for ladder mate. I totally missed that. But whatever. That was probably one of the best games of chess I've ever played. Knights before bishops, right? Are we gonna do the same opening? That'd be interesting. I don't think that changes anything. Just changes the order, right? Doesn't matter now what happened. I will never give up the fight. I thought of something a bit devious just now. Oh, it doesn't work anymore. I was thinking knight to here, and then once takes, I take rook. Or if doesn't take, I take pawn, bishop, rook. Should I just attack the queen? I mean, I don't want to have to deal with a bishop attack after. Is this not just free? I don't get... Oh, now I get... That was a pretty tricky spot you put me in. Go left. Still works. Summer days drifting away to all the summer nights. Oh well, oh well, oh well. Nice. A lot of queen moves here. I have some interesting moves here. I think they're forced into defending it with the queen, and then I take the bishop out and check. They defend with the knight from that one, I guess. They're in quite the pickle. Oh, opponent left the game. Nice. I will take that for certain. This was a very interesting game, though. I think I haven't seen that... What was the opening there with, like, the queen early attacking? I was pretty sure that that wouldn't work out for them, but they saw something I didn't. Yeah, that's a victory, I think. Alright, let's go back. So, start was the same as the last one. Queen out, and then once I attack, they attack on their own. I take... And then they take that pawn. And then once I move, they take the rook. So what should I have done differently here? Accepted queen trade, maybe? I see. It's because the queen was protecting that pawn, so the bishop distracts me. That's very clever. Just a second, my mom's calling. Yo, I'm back. Alright, let's continue this analysis. I don't really remember what I was doing, so we'll go back a few moves. Alright, so this is when they take my rook, threaten queen, I threaten their king and take the pawn. They defend the rook by placing it next to the king. I get the free pawn. I think they move the queen out. Oh no, they move the pawn, which lets me get another check off. King retreats, which is really good for me. And then I take the bishop out? No, I just move the queen up. I might want to look at what would have been different if I did that. Because this queen is very much stuck. Pretty much, anyways. Bishop out here would defend against the check. That would have been a decent defensive move, but then they might have, I don't know, tried moving the rook or something. This was a much more aggressive play. They bring the knight back. What was the point of bringing the knight back? To attack my queen, I suppose? Yeah, I think that was the plan. Let's go back and see what happens if instead I simply follow up with this. Or this. They both are good moves. Do they really have a good move here? I think giving the king breathing room is actually the play. I mean, they could try this again. And then eventually go here, which is what they're planning. But once I bring this up, they're still very much stuck. King can't move forward. What happens if they just go full greed and do that? Then I can set up for mate here. No, moving the pawn wouldn't help them. Moving the knight might help them. Let's see what happens if they move knight forward somewhere. Like, let's say right here. Now I can't move the bishop up. Oh my gosh, wait, I can. Because that's mate. Okay, that's interesting. So yeah, this was very much a lost game after... Well, really it was after they take the rook and I'm able to go full offensive from defensive because of this move that allowed this. So the best move that they could have made here would just be ultra defensive like this, I think, because then even if I do take pawn and they take pawn, where do I go from here? I don't really have safety. None of these pawns are takeable and I can't get a check off. I'm just in a weird position. I can do this, pin the pawn down. They can defend, takes Probably don't take with that because it's too weak. Take with this. I cannot attack this rook even though it's technically defenseless. They could do this. Oh wait, they can't move yet. Battering ram idea. Yeah, they can't go down there because after take knight, I have rook. I can't move the knight because then queen would take rook after a check. Where would black go here? Right there. And now what threat do I have? I don't have any threat. So there's a lot of possibilities here. Their problem was they just didn't see this. And there they just accepted this. I don't... Yeah, if they moved the knight, they would have just lost knight. So that was the only option. Which made that move very, very strong. I'm kind of proud of that one. And then after that, attack knight. They attack that, threatening this isolated pawn. But it's not really a threat, because if they have that, I just mate. Oh yeah, that would be mate. So they see the mate, and that's why it's the only option. And the queen has nowhere... The queen has nowhere to defend it. What if, instead of moving the knight right away, they just did this? I would follow up with this. I can't move that. Honestly, this seems pretty good. Now they're just completely out of danger. We're both, like, safe. So this was the move that they had to defend the rook. But instead they moved the knight, which is just not helpful. Also right here, I think this is forced. I don't know if I would have taken it. I could have done this actually. Oh my gosh, that's mate. The queen is pinned. My position is so good. Man, this was a ridiculous game. But if you enjoyed, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you on the next chess match. Thanks for watching. See ya.